All right, so what are the best investments during a recession? So the first thing we got to look at is, what is a recession? Recession is a decline in the gross domestic product, I believe for 6 months or longer. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. It's either 6 months or it's a full year, right? So a recession, the gross domestic product of the country went down. Okay, so that's the definition. Now the next thing is, okay, well, what do I do during that? What's the best way to invest? So assuming that that means the market crashed with stocks, housing is not doing well, like you want to stay out of things that are tanking, right? If there's nothing beneath it, if there's no support, right? So I like to look at, okay, what are non-correlating assets? Things that are not necessarily tied to whether the gross domestic product of the US is up or down, right? So one of my favorite ones is actually life settlement investments. Life settlement investments have zero correlation with stocks, zero correlation with gross domestic product, zero correlation with inflation, because they're based on the lifespan of an individual covered with a policy. Right? So did that person live or die? If they passed away, the death benefit pays out. That has no tie into the other assets, right? The other ones that I like is I like life insurance as a sacred account, saving money into it as a banking system. That's another great inflation resistant asset. Why? Because it's, again, zero correlation. Doesn't matter what the stock market did. Doesn't matter what I know that that's going to earn me 3 to 5% tax free no matter what. Right? So that's another big one. So the other one I like is myself. I like to invest in myself because I know that I'm going to produce more when I learn more, when I get more able and I gain more knowledge and intelligence. That's not tied to the stock market. Like when the market drops and when they're like, oh, GDP went down, my income doesn't follow. Like that doesn't impact me at all, right? So those are some of the main ones. I also do like gold and silver. Those are also usually non-correlating. And there are deals to be had during recessions, right? So understand this, regardless of what you invest in, if you're solvent, if you have cash, if you have income, if you've got credit, you've got reserves, you actually have the means to take advantage of a recession, right? If the housing market comes down and that's your thing and you want to own homes, you can go buy them on the cheap because you're prepared. If the stock market comes down and you want to go buy stonks, okay, if that's your thing, you can go buy stonks really cheap. If you want to buy digital trinkets, like you can go do that too, right? So the thing is, okay, well, I want to be prepared before the recession and I want to make good decisions during the recession. And the way you avoid losing money during recession is not own the things that are in a bubble before it, right? So when the market's like at an all-time high and you're like, oh, I want to go buy stocks because everyone said to, my 401k is going up, that's probably not the time to get in on the stock market, right? When Bitcoin doubled in value in 12 months, that's probably not the time to get in on Bitcoin. It's going to come down when the recession happens. Those are the target assets that come down first and you come down with them. If you're wondering, what does Wealth Dynamics do? How can we actually help you? Number one, if you haven't gotten a copy of my book, Blueprint to Financial Freedom, grab one now. You can get that down in the comments in the video. You can get the link for that. Number two, we do a free course on Fridays on personal finance. Okay, you can also get the link for the description there too. And then finally, if you have a desire to start getting help walking through these different phases toward financial freedom, book a call with my team. Go to our website, set up a call. We're able to help out and answer questions. That's how we can help you. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you turn notifications on, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.